Wide receiver Tom Forzani's 85 catches led the nation in 1972, and with 1,169 receiving yards, he set single-season school records in both categories. At the end of 4 years, he held Aggie career records for his 132 catches and 1,806 receiving yards. He was the outstanding back in the Blue-Gray game, played in the Senior Bowl, and spent 11 years with Calgary in the Canadian Football League. Tom Forzani was named to the Aggie All-Century team in 1993.
My reaction to that was, when I looked down on the phone, actually I saw it was Phil Olsen.
Oh.
Right? Phil phoned me. And I thought, I think that's going to have something to do with the Hall of Fame. Sometimes I've got premonitions that are actually become reality. And then I answered the phone and Phil told me, and I thought, you know, it's a fantastic honor. Of course. It all started with the Forzanis, with Tony Knapp calling up Joe, the oldest son, or my oldest brother, and he had had quite a career in junior football in Calgary. Big fullback, tough. And he was fast also. And that impressed Knapp enough to bring him down, and then they offered him a full-ride scholarship. That started it. My brother John was going to go to Weber State, and on the way down, he stopped off at Logan to see Joe. Chuck Mills saw him and said, I'm going to give you a scholarship too. So they had Joe and John played together, and then my mother came down, and she was notorious for feeding not only Joe and John, but a lot of the football players would come over. My mother was a fantastic cook. Anyway, Chuck said to my mother, I'm giving your son Tom a full ride in football because I owe you one. And that's how I got here. What happened with Tony Adams was after my freshman season, I think we played 4 games, because we played freshman ball back then. And then the word had got around in February or sometime. We got this gunslinger from Texas coming in because he didn't like the offense and how it was run in Texas, so he chose Utah State, and the guy's name is Tony Adams. So he came in as a sophomore when I became a sophomore. So I guess we didn't play freshman ball together, but then from then on, we played sophomore, junior, and senior, of course. I think what made it work with Tony was that we were so much on the same page, and our offense was predicated along the lines of certain yardage. You know, you had to be specific. And if Tony and the coaching staff, of course, when the offensive coordinators, when they set the routes, if they said 13 and a half, I would run 13 and a half. And Tony believed that I would actually be at that yardage. So I think a lot of times when you get to cohesiveness is because of continual practice. And you're comfortable with the quarterback, and the quarterback has to definitely be comfortable with the receiver. That there's not going to be any kind of different variations. And I don't think I did that, and it created a confidence with Tony. I do have a memory of the Idaho game. So I catch, like you said, it was 15 passes. You told me it was 193 yards, so I believe you. I think you left out the 2 touchdowns. But what I got pulled like in the 4th quarter with like 7 minutes to go, and the crowd started yelling my name. So I remember going out onto the field and giving it away. That I remember. That was quite thrilling for me. One of the greatest honors that was bestowed on me during that college time was because of the accomplishment that Tony did have locally, right? Because he was, as a quarterback, and then of course that's the #1 position, rightly so. But yes, I was kind of in the background in that situation, but the players got together and they bought me a trophy. Oh. And we had a party, and they presented me a trophy, and it had all my statistics on it, and I got it from my peers, and that was probably the most, well, it is the most rewarding one I got at Utah State, actually. It was the best 4 years of my life. So that's all you could say, period. Everything combined, right?
Sure.
Yeah, Utah State, the people, the team, the winning, the coaches, the accolades,